I'm sure you've seen these cute, adorable beaded plants all over the internet. I'm Elaine. I'm a jewelry designer here at Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. Join me today while we make this cute, fun, adorable home decor that's great for apartments, dorm rooms, or home crafting. It's a great project for rainy days or grab some friends together for a great craft day.
Get our email newsletter for beading news, sale announcements, new product announcements, and more. Link is in the description below.
I love this plant because unlike my daughter, I do not have a green thumb and I can't keep a plant alive for anything. With this plant, I don't have to worry about that. It could sit on my shelf and I don't have to do a thing to it, but just sit back and admire it. I'm going to go over some of the materials I used to make this one, but feel free to customize and make your own plant. These are the 3 branches I'm going to show you how to make today, and I'm going to show you the materials that we're going to be using. I love these dagger beads, and these are going to create our nice fern. We have 2 sizes of leaf beads and different size round beads and rondelle beads. We also have some copper wire that's green. I'll have gauges of 26 and 28. We have some 2-part epoxy glue, some flesh cutters, and some toothpicks for the glue. I'm going to start by making the fern, and I love these dagger beads because it makes it look like a fern. I have a 12-inch piece of green wire that's 28 gauge here, and I'm going to just go ahead and try to find my center. So I'm going to pull these 2 ends together and just kind of find my center point because that's where I want my first bead to land. Okay, so I'm going to take my first dagger bead and I'm going to run it through here, find the hole, and I'm going to bring it down to the end. And just with my fingers, I'm going to just crimp it a little bit and pull. So we try to make the 2 strands of wire into one. All right, now that I got my center bead down, we're going to start adding 1 bead at a time. And we're putting it now on both wires. And just make sure they get in both. Both of the wires go into the hole. There we go. And we're just going to keep doing that. It's that simple. I'm going to just do it again. Make sure you have both of the wires in making one and go through that hole. And just start stringing it down. And the more beads that you add, the more it's going to look like a fern. So I'm going to keep doing this until we get almost to the end, and we'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to add 1 more bead here, and then we can twist it off here. So that's about the length. Again, you could personalize your length, but for the size pot that I have, I find that about this length works. Now, I'm going to just take my leftover wire, and I'm going to fold that in half, okay? And I'm going to start twisting. And the reason why we're doing this is, 1, I need enough length to put into the styrofoam pot, and also we need to double up that wire to make it a little bit more sturdy than what it was. Okay. And that's all we need. And then I can go on to the next one and show you how I do the next one. Okay, so now I'm going to create this one, and it is just a pattern of leaf beads and round beads. And again, like I said, you could customize any type of branch that you want. You could even use colored beads to add flower elements, but this is the one I'm going to show you, and these are the materials that I have that's going to make that branch. So again, I have a 12-inch piece of wire, but this time I'm using 26 gauge instead of 28, and I'm going to do the same thing. Find a center point here, okay? And then I'm going to take 1 leaf bead, and I'm going to put it through and down to the center point here. Yep. And I'm going to just slightly grab those as well. And again, I'm going to take my flush cutters and make that even so it's easier to thread. And then my pattern here is I have a rondelle bead. I'm going to put that through, bring it all the way to the bottom. Okay. And next I have a little round bead. I'm going to put that on both of the wires as well. And then I have one more rondelle bead. I'm going to put that down here. And here's what I have, but now I'm going to add the 2 leaves. And to do that, I'm going to now separate the 2 wires, and I'm going to put a leaf on each of the wires. So I got one here on this side. And then I'm going to put another leaf on this side. And that just kind of separates the leaves. And then I'm going to bring those 2 wires back together in the center, and then string my next rondelle bead through both of those. And that kind of just keeps everything together and kind of forms the little branch. So we're just repeating this pattern now. So I got rondelle again, and bringing that down, and a round bead again, and one more rondelle glass bead, making sure both wires are going through. And then we're adding more leaves, so I'm going to open that 2 wires up again. Again, like I said, you could get really creative with customizing it and using all different kind of beads. But I thought these leaf beads were just perfect for this type of plant here. And then I'm bringing it back again, and then it's just going to repeat. And so I'll add some more beads and come right back. All right, so now I'm going to add the last rondelle bead here, and I think that's pretty good, my length. And I'm going to just, again, fold it in half and twist. And you'll probably notice that it's different lengths of wire, but that's okay because we're going to have random size branches all throughout our plants, because that's going to actually make it more authentic looking. So, and there you have it, our next branch. Next, we're going to do just a simple little bead here. And I love the simple ones because it actually adds character to your plant when you have something just as simple. And this is just going to be a leaf with round beads. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Again, 12-inch piece of wire. And we're using a 26 gauge on this one as well. We're going to find the center point here and easily string on our leaf bead here. There we go. Oops, go down. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to find the center point, trying to make both wires into one. And again, I'm going to use my flesh cutters and snip, make that nice and even. And then I'm just going to start stringing on these small round beads, just one at a time, and going all the way to the bottom. And so I'm going to continue stringing these all along both of these wires, and we'll be right back. So here we are. I'm almost done. I'm going to add one more bead. And then, again, very simple, the same. Fold in half the wire and just twist. And you can see this is a very easy project. It doesn't take too much effort. It's just a lot of nice stringing. Very little materials that you need, and you're ready to go. And I'm going to show you now how to start assembling the pot. So I'm going to show you how to assemble the pot. So I have some styrofoam here and a cute little container that I picked up at the store, and they're both 6 inches, as you can see. If it's 6 inches, 6 inches, but we need the foam to actually fit into the pot. And I'm going to show you an easy way to make this fit into here, minimizing a mess. Okay, as you can see, I cut off 2 inches, and that's going to give me just enough space and depth for my pot. So I'm going to show you. It's still styrofoam, so if you just roll it on its side a few times and pressurize it on each end, it kind of collapses and it will fit into our pot. And there you have it. All right, now that I got all my little branches, I'm going to start assembling it. And again, it's all customizable, so you're going to do this the way you want. So I'm just randomly putting them in places, right? And sometimes if you don't feel the wire is going to stick the way you want, double it over again and stick it in. Because sometimes the ones that are longer, you want shorter, okay? And you're just going to randomly put them in and fill wherever you need to fill. All right. And to secure my little branches in, I got some DevCon 5-minute epoxy. And I'm just going to mix it up here in my little tray here. And I'm just going to need just a little bit. And what I'm trying to do is just secure this just a little bit so it stays. So I'm just putting it a little bit just at the base of each little branch. And then I'm going to continue putting more branches in. Once you have the desired amount glued in, this is a personal preference, but I brought in and put just a little bit of moss over the areas that I could still see the styrofoam, and then I would layer it. So I would go putting this in, gluing my first layer, adding a little moss, and continue putting in the branches. So I'm going to continue that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to add my last 2 branches here, and again, I'm going to add a little bit of glue later, but I'm going to try to show you what it looks like here. And again, you could see the moss in there. So in this particular plant, I did 7 different branches, and I did 4 of each. So, you know, about 28 branches kind of to get this pot looking the way it is. So, and there we have it, a beautiful beaded plant. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed creating this indoor garden. If you or your friends created a beaded plant, tag us on social media. We'd love to see what you've made. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and sign up for our email newsletter. The materials that I've used in this project will also be in the description box below. Until next time, we'll see you soon.